It's often said that despite humanity's many conflicts, we all bleed the same blood. It's a comforting thought, but not entirely accurate. In fact, our blood comes in several different varieties. Our red blood cells contain a protein called hemoglobin that binds to oxygen, enabling the cells to transport it throughout the body. But they also have another type of complex protein on the cell membrane surface. These proteins, known as antigens, interact with white blood cells, which are immune cells that protect against infection. Antigens act as identifying markers, allowing the immune system to recognize the body's own cells and avoid attacking them as foreign bodies. The two main kinds of antigens, A and B, determine your blood type. How do we get four blood types from only two antigens? Well, the antigens are coded by three different alleles, which are varieties of a particular gene. While the A and B alleles code for A and B antigens, the O allele codes for neither. Since we inherit one copy of each gene from each parent, every individual has two alleles determining blood type. When these alleles are different, one overrides the other depending on their relative dominance. For blood types, the A and B alleles are both dominant, while O is recessive. So, inheriting A and A gives you type A blood, while B and B gives you type B. If you inherit one of each, the resulting codominance will produce both A and B antigens, which is type AB. The O allele is recessive, so either of the others will override it when paired, resulting in either type A or type B. But if you happen to inherit two OS, instructions will be expressed that make blood cells without the A or B antigen. Because of these interactions, knowing both parents' blood types allows us to predict the relative probability of their children's blood types. Why do blood types matter? For blood transfusions. The first successful blood transfusion was performed in 1667 by Jean-Baptiste Denis, a French physician, using sheep blood. Finding the correct one is a matter of life and death. If someone with type A blood receives type B blood, or vice versa, their antibodies will reject the foreign antigens and attack them, potentially causing the transfused blood to clot. However, because people with type AB blood produce both A and B antigens, they don't make antibodies against them. So they recognize either as safe, making them universal recipients. Conversely, people with blood type O do not produce either antigen, making them universal donors. Still, their immune system will make antibodies that reject any other blood type. Matching donors and recipients is a bit more complicated due to additional antigen systems, particularly the Rh factor, named after the rhesus monkeys in which it was first isolated. Rh+, or Rh, refers to the presence or absence of the D antigen of the Rh blood group system. Besides impeding some blood transfusions, it can cause severe complications in pregnancy. If an Rh mother is carrying an Rh+ child, her body will produce Rh antibodies that may cross the placenta and attack the fetus, a condition known as hemolytic disease of the newborn. The rarest blood type in the world is Rh-null, also known as golden blood. Only about 43 people worldwide are known to have it. Some cultures believe blood type to be associated with personality, though this is not supported by science. While the proportions of different blood types vary between human populations, scientists aren't sure why they evolved. Perhaps as protection against blood-borne diseases, or due to random genetic drift. Different species also have different sets of antigens. Interestingly, the four main blood types shared by us apes seem paltry compared to the 13 types found in dogs. Consider donating blood. 1 pint of donated blood can save up to 3 lives. The average adult has about 10 pints of blood in their body.